Record. As I get started here, Jenna, anybody else have anything you want to say as we get started? Put you on the spot. Anything that came up in the week?
Oh, I still have to rewrite my summit notes. It's on my list first thing tomorrow. But not really. I feel like I've been posting every single day in our team page with just kind of little tidbits, little recaps of summit, just because I get overwhelmed so easily. So don't feel like if you're like, oh my gosh, there's so much content, what do I do? Just break it off like bit by bit, piece by piece. Don't bite off more than you can chew, because I still haven't rewrote my notes because I needed to mentally come back down myself because I get very overwhelmed easily. So that's kind of just my 2 cents. But check our team page because I'm posting daily, just little tidbits. So.
Same here. Yeah, and Jenna, I love that saying, don't get overwhelmed, because there is so much. And I feel that way. And I was talking to Christy Kronzer today, and she feels that way. Like, we were literally just doing the vitals for a week, if that, because we were like, I got to process all this and like catch up from being gone. Yeah, so I'm glad that you said that, Jenna, because I am going to go through those things again. And if you have questions while we're on here, please ask. Or like I said, just research it. But some things that I'm super pumped about. We are getting a new revamped Coach Online office, if you have not heard, and it looks beautiful. I don't have the pictures and graphics to show you guys, but they showed us at Summit, and really exciting. So that'll be happening. And I have a timeline that I'm going to post in our team page. Maybe you guys have seen that already. We also have the new Team Beachbody website that's coming out, which is like super simplified, easy, user-friendly, easy to navigate, like giant graphics so you know what you're clicking on, not like a million words on a website. So really awesome, streamlined stuff. Another little thing that I'm really excited about, Coach Mobile, or the Coach Mobile app, like that website, is shifting into what they call Share a Cart. And so that Share a Cart will be accessed from the Team Beachbody website. And it's the same idea where you put in their email address, put in what they want and all that. But you'll access it from a different place, but it'll be more simplified than what it is now. Not like this random location like Coach Mobile app is now. In case you guys didn't hear, we're moving to the UK. I don't know if, not me, like our company. I wish I was, that'd be cool. But that happens on October 18th, I believe. And I know there is a Zoom on Wednesday through Epic Dream Team, I think. Maybe it's Dream Team All, I can't remember, talking about like how to set yourself up already to have success with that transition into the UK. I know for me, I've been adding people from the UK every day on Instagram, starting conversations. I've been doing this for a while now, just randomly finding people that I enjoy. I add them to Facebook, and you can add them into a free group. So they're getting that challenge group experience because they can't purchase and have Beachbody on demand and everything yet. But at least getting them informed about coaching, that's happening, checking out your groups and who you are. And then next thing is the Diamond Quarterly Bonus. Who's pumped for that? I mean, really, I'm pumped for that. Yeah. Okay, so I did a live video on Dream Team Dynasty page, our team page. Check that out. Otherwise, you can just Google it, and it will come up with that Diamond Bonus Pool Quarterly Bonus. And I'm not going to go into the details for that, but basically you can earn $250 this coming quarter and $250 on the final quarter of this year for being Diamond and meeting the qualifications, which is amazing. And if you're, I think, a Star Diamond too, you qualify for that as well, I believe. 1 Star Diamond, yeah. Yep. Unfortunately, Star Diamond above, we don't qualify that. So it's like awesome because it's just for you guys. So pretty cool. And Team Cup, raise your hand if you're on a Team Cup team. I'm calling you out. Get it done if you haven't, you guys. There's no reason you should not be on a team. It's so much fun. I know I was just having a chat with my team earlier today, and we're like voice messaging, sharing our goals. We're already psyched up for August, and it's July 24th. So yeah, if you don't have a team, start a team. You can go into Epic Dream Team, find people on here that maybe didn't have their hands up. Right in the chat if you need a team. We'll get you hooked up. So plenty of coaches, and no pressure to like be a freaking like crazy person with Success Club or any of that. This is all about your individual success, but having that team mentality and helping each other get a little bit further than we have before. So yeah, Jade just said she needs teammates. So yeah, if anybody needs somebody, Jade, way to go, girl. Putting it out there. And then the last thing, I am opening this to everybody on here because we were just talking about that diamond bonus pool. I would love to do a mastermind weekly for potential diamonds. So I am willing to lead this because I have a lot of enthusiasm for going diamond. I think it's such an amazing opportunity. I know it's something that totally shifted my mindset and my business when I went diamond. And I would love to help you guys get to that place too. So Mondays, right before this call, it's 7:30. I am going to be hosting, starting next week, hosting a potential diamond mastermind. This is nothing that I'm going to be like doing trainings for. It's nothing like extra other than showing up, talking through your struggles, talking through what's working, and I will give you like a mini homework assignment to implement each week that will help you get closer to your goal of rank advancing and reaching diamond. So jump on if you want. Like, you know, more consistent you are with this business, the quicker you see results, the better results you see. So if you want to jump in with us, I recommend doing it every week, but if you can't make it every week, that's completely fine. I understand. Awesome. What else am I missing, you guys? Anything else big happening? Oh, Daily Sunshine. Was I going to say, Jenna? Go ahead.
I was just going to say the new product launches between Daily Sunshine, which is already live launch, then Double Time. So that's, I believe, coming out in November. And I don't know if you guys have seen like the little trailer for that, but it looks so fun. Like Jameson and I did Shift Shop today. He's like, can we do that Tony Horton workout instead? Like that looks a lot more fun. So it was kind of funny. And then Clean Week. I'm super stoked for that because it seems like this is just my biased opinion or my opinion is Beachbody's going to come out with like more free group content. I feel like this is kind of just a start for that. So I thought that was really, really neat because this is probably the most valuable deal minus the annual all access challenge pack. Like it's $30 for a week of Beachbody on demand and a whole week of Shakeology, like no strings attached. Like they don't even have to call to cancel like their membership. So I'm so excited for Clean Week. I don't know when that's being released. September, maybe? I don't know an exact date, but the FAQ is 3466. That is all I wrote down in my notes. So, but that's, for me, I feel like I was looking as Cassie was talking, I wrote down everything else on my page. So that's all I got.
Sweet. Thanks, Jenna. Yeah, and that Clean Week, you guys, is basically them giving like workouts and nutrition for a week. So we aren't constantly coming up with like the free clean eating week, basically. And you can spin off on that, but they're giving you the workouts and nutrition, which is awesome. All right, you guys, part of our call tonight, what I wanted to do, we could open this up to more than just these three coaches, but I have Jerry, Christina, and Ashley who have generously volunteered to speak as brand new coaches about success that they're seeing in their business and like the activities that they're doing. And I was thinking today about the three coaches, and they're all so different and individual, but they're all seeing success in like great ways. And so I just want to shout them out really quick and start by saying, Jerry, I am amazed by you every day. I watch you, I stalk you. I know other people on this team have been watching you too, and you're so humble, but like you're growing a team exceptionally fast. And I'm dying to know how you're doing this. Would you mind sharing a little bit on that just to start out with, and then we can jump into Ashley and Christina?
I'm not really for sure.
That's okay.
By like profession, I'm an employee health nurse and wellness at a hospital. So a lot, I guess some of my contacts have just been through work, and I've already been in their face about the whole wellness thing and whatnot. And I kind of walk a fine line between work and then obviously this on the side. But so I've already been known as the health nut or whatever at work. So it's kind of a little bit easy that way, I guess. I just started out doing 3 invites a day and follow up with 3 or 5 people and try to get at least 3 posts on Facebook. And I'm trying this whole Instagram. The last team call that we talked on Instagram, I have never used Instagram in my life. Snapchat was a big step for me. So Instagram is, I don't quite understand it all, but I'm getting there. I get up every morning. I work 4 days a week, so I typically get up around 4:30, get my PD in, get my workout in, have a little bit of just me time before the rest of the house is up, and then I come home and do supper and the kids and whatnot, and then after I put the kids to bed, then I normally sit down for a couple of hours and do whatever, follow up on my groups and check in and schedule any posts, and it was a lot to keep all straight there in the beginning, but I finally maybe getting it under control just a little bit. So
relate to that.
yeah.
Overwhelming. So Jerry, what I'm hearing you saying is that first of all, you're making time for yourself in the morning, which is like such a great habit to make for yourself as a new coach. And I know that's a big part of why you're succeeding is because you're putting yourself first in the morning, and then you're taking care of your family, and then I see you working on your coach business, which is awesome. Can you tell us, are you inviting like your friends or your colleagues to be coaches, or are they discount coaches, or where are you getting these coaches from?
A lot of them are just signing up for the discount because almost everybody, there's been a few that haven't had any concerns about the Shakeology price or whatever, but most of them say that it's too much. And I'm like, well, if you want to, you can sign up. You don't have to do anything else at this point if you don't want to, but if you change your mind, you can always end up doing more. There's a few people in our challenge group now that I think would be good coaches, but they want to finish out the program because like they just started 21 Day Fix, and there's one gal that's been on vacation and she wants to have good results so she feels like she can relate to people and help them through their own journey. There's a couple other ones that I keep kind of putting the bug in their ear, but they just don't know about it yet. I'm honestly kind of struggling with that because I guess I'm not quite for sure how to put it out there of the whole coaching thing, and I feel like I don't really have as much experience as maybe I should be while I'm doing that. So I'm trying to get myself to that point of those coaching posts and recruiting those coaches.
That's great. And I think we talked about this too, Jerry, and I think everybody should know too. And if you're more experienced, you can look back and say, I didn't need to know everything. Those are amazing coaches. And you're already doing the right things by, like you said, putting a bug in your challengers' ears. I mean, there's lots of you on this call that I'm looking at who probably came from challenge groups, or you were just asked over and over about the coaching opportunity, And, I know I wrote in there, don't discount your discount coaches, or I said didn't. I meant don't. The chat box wrote. But don't discount your discount coaches, because that's where I know 3 of my coaches came from, were rock stars, were discount coaches to begin with. And just this weekend, I had a challenger who's been with me for 2 years finally decide she wants to be a business building coach. And so, Jerry, you're doing all the great foundational things. And so just remember that as you're growing, that's okay to have patience with those people and keep investing in them with their health first. Yeah.
Well, that's where I came from. I joined Amber's team and she tried to get me to do it for a year and longer. And I kept telling her, no, I don't have time. I have 3 kids at home. And so I know exactly how it feels.
I love how there's everyone saying, oh, I was asked for so long to be a coach. That's so funny. Okay, so I am going to move to Ashley next, because that's like the perfect segue for Ashley, because Ashley was someone that I knew from the minute I met her that she should be a coach. Should be, not and would be. She just is a very vibrant person. She lives in Florida, and I just loved her lifestyle. And we actually did a free group together. And so the thing I love about Ashley is that she is a no excuses person. Like, she's not going to let other things get in her way, and she's not going to, make work an excuse or being tired an excuse or whatever. Like, she does it. And if she messes up, she's like, tomorrow's a new day. I'm going to keep moving. So, Ashley, I would love for you to share with us maybe a little bit about your mindset and kind of like, I don't know, I'll put you on the spot kind of, but where does that come from, or what do you do to keep that mindset going? Because you're not necessarily a brand new coach anymore, but.
Okay, so I've been a coach for about 3 months. It's kind of crazy to think about, I mean, how fast it's been. I still feel like a new coach. I feel like I'm still asking questions. Um, but I feel like kind of everything I do, I'm kind of in like the fake it till you make it. I'll, Google anything. Like, I will try to be like the most confident person. I feel like that helps me kind of keep my positivity. I signed up, my cousin, I think, was the first one. And I was like, oh my God, are you sure you want to do this? Like, I didn't even tell you anything about it. But then I was like, oh yeah, no, like, it's great. And I just kept like learning. I guess that's what I do first thing in the morning is I spend like 10 minutes and I Google any sort of questions that I've had or that I've come up with, or trying to figure out like new ways to do things. I am a person that doesn't like to sit still. So I like change, and I like, I don't know, I just like learning. So whatever I can do to like listen to, I don't like the Beachbody calls. If I miss a team call, I've been listening to, I didn't get to go to Summit, but I've been listening to all of your Summit reposts. So it's just trying to find new ways to do things.
That's awesome. You guys, Ashley and I got on a potential coach call together, and I was like, I've been coaching for 3 years. Like, she sounded as confident as I did. So I love, Ashley, that you pointed that out, the fake it till you make it. You guys, you're the expert. Even though you're a brand new coach, when you're talking to a potential coach, they're going to look at you the same as if you've been coaching for 3 years and if you have for 3 weeks. They don't know. You're the expert. And so speak with that confidence, and we're always there to back you up and get on a call with you if that's what you need. But, yeah, that's so awesome, Ashley. Is there anything else for you that's working right now that you would want to share?
Something that I started probably last month, I had a really hard time kind of reaching out and sending that first message to people. So what I started doing is I would go on Facebook first thing in the morning, and I would see who had birthdays that day, and I would send them a personal message that said, hey, happy birthday, hope you have a great day. Or if it's somebody that I had known forever, but we came out of contact and it's been years, I'm like, hey, hope everything's going well. Or, oh, I love seeing pictures of your family. And it's a really easy kind of to start the conversation. And then it's so funny too, because what occurred to me is that so many people respond being like, oh my God, you're doing such a good job, like with your workouts, you're really inspiring me. And these are people that I haven't talked to in years. And I was like, oh my God, people are really watching you. Like, there are those people that sit back in silence and that don't say anything to you, that are kind of waiting for you to reach out. And it always makes me happy to see like whose birthdays are coming up. So that's one thing that I started about a month ago, and it's kind of a good way to start the day.
Oh my gosh, Sarah, we're having like the same aha moment. Ashley, that podcast I was just talking about, the guy was saying your cold market, like, wish them a happy birthday. And he was giving a suggestion, do it like a day or two before they get the flood of those birthday messages, because Facebook shows you ahead of time. But I love that. I'm so glad that you're getting results with that. I got to do that. That's amazing. Anybody else do birthday messages? Way to go, rock stars. That's awesome. Hot tip. I love it. Thanks, Ash. Okay, Miss Christina. Christina is somebody that I have absolutely adored working with. We are very similar OCD, like want the best for our teams and our clients. And I've just really enjoyed getting to know her. And she's also someone who left corporate, and we're both like trying to make this work, like growing our businesses. So we talk throughout the day. And I love her support. So if you guys are looking for someone who is a supportive accountability partner, like, she's your gal. Christina, I would love for you to share more about like some of the systems and things that you've been creating. I'm gonna kind of put you on the spot, but like activities that you're doing through the day, like what's working. I also love your mindset with like just like saying bold statements like I will be diamond and things like that. So do you want to speak to that a little bit and kind of where your motivations come from? And
Yeah, sure. So like you mentioned, I am like highly OCD when it comes to making sure I'm doing things daily, because I feel like if I'm not tracking something, if I don't have something down on paper, it's not, I can easily lose track. I get sidetracked, and I started another business this year, so I'm doing that too. So I feel like I've got these two like sets of juggling balls up in the air, and I just need to like keep track of everything. So I started off doing the 4-week new coach, we'll call it workshop or group on Facebook. And one of the things that they provided me was that single page checklist of everything to do during the day. And I started using that up until like this week, honestly. And it was great to make sure I was doing things like doing my invites daily, making sure I'm doing a couple of posts daily, which was awkward for me because I felt like, oh my gosh, I'm posting way too much. Nobody's going to want to hear this much about my life. But no, it actually was really helpful. And then everything to do weekly, everything to do monthly, just so it broke it down in some very clear, like small action items for me each day. That was really, really helpful. But I found that with just a little check sheet, I wasn't actually tracking anything. So me being the person who was, like the spreadsheet gal and the one who would track everything, I came up with my own kind of tracking system where everything I do every day, and then everything I need to do during the week, and then the month, and then kind of going back and looking at that at the end of the month and figuring that out. And once I get it kind of finalized, it's still in its infancy here, I'll post it for everyone in case it's a tool that you guys like. You're more than welcome to use it. I don't think any good tool should be kept to one person. But I'll just show you a little bit. Like this is, I don't know if everyone can see it, but it's kind of what it is for me. So I have everything I do for the day, the week, and then the month, just to kind of keep me organized, because I feel like there's so much that it's really easy to get disorganized. So hope that's helpful.
Totally helpful. No, I agree. And we've had a conversation about staying organized, I think, on our team calls before. And if you're not on my team, I'm sure your upline has spoken about that. And I'm seeing that in all three of you, is that you're tracking, you're organizing like from the beginning. And Christina, I think one thing that I'm really pulling out is that you started with one thing. When that didn't work, you created something new, or you found something new. I think we can get really set with like this one thing and it's not working, but we keep using it and we're frustrated. And then it's like, oh, this business sucks because this tracker isn't working or whatever. We get really hung up on that. And so, you guys, if something's not working, ask the team, what are you doing for this, right? Or go research it on Google. Google's everything.
Google is wonderful.
Google is amazing. So yeah. So I know Christina's gonna share that, and she shared it with me, and I'm like, it's actually kind of a simplified version of what I do as a leader, and so I know it would be really great for coaches in their first year or so, for daily activities and, like she said, weekly, monthly. So I know she'll share that as well. Does anybody else have like questions, or Christina, anything else you want to share?
No, I mean, that was it. Like the organized thing was a huge deal for me. Yeah. And I'm sure other coaches out there feel the same way, that it can be a little overwhelming.
Cool. Any questions for these three or in general? Cool. Well, thank you, ladies, so much for doing that and sharing. I know as new coaches, that's kind of scary. You wouldn't have caught me on a Zoom call, let alone sharing on a Zoom call in my first 3 months as coach. So kudos to you. I was like terrified. So you guys, get pumped up. This is our last week of July. I think, is it, or 31st, I guess, would be on Monday. So pretty much the end of the month. So let's push hard this week. If you haven't hit your goals, remember, it is not too late. It is Monday. There is time still. Take a breath. And just remember those vital behaviors. Maybe you need to 10x a little bit, a couple days, so you can reach those goals and really get that momentum going into Team Cup month. So awesome. Anything else, guys? Sounds good. All right. Well, thanks for jumping on. Let's make it a fabulous rest of July. You can stay on if you have questions too. I'm happy to field those.